it's Friday the 23rd of September and welcome to this week's news bulletin from the Christian Institute. The Government Equalities Minister Lynne Featherstone has announced plans to redefine marriage in England and Wales to allow homosexual marriage. It comes just weeks after the Scottish Government announced similar plans. A consultation for England and Wales will begin early next year. The government says it will ask how, not if, same-sex marriage should be legalised. Downing Street sources claim David Cameron's personal intervention has pushed the issue forward. The government intends to have the legislation on the statute book by 2015, but opponents say there will be far-reaching consequences if a key social institution is so radically rewritten. Tory MEP Roger Helmer said, "If marriage becomes broader, it becomes shallower, and the vital importance of marriage in our society will be further eroded." Meanwhile, in Scotland, the consultation on redefining marriage has continued to provoke debate. Scottish Daily Mail executive editor Kevin McKenna says he has been shocked by the vitriolic reaction to Roman Catholic Church leaders who were simply defending the traditional definition of marriage. Mr McKenna says the furious reaction shows that same-sex marriage is not about gay rights, it is about attacking the Church. He said, "The Catholic Church was accused of hatred of gays, and the homosexual Scots actor John Barrowman said their sentiments were evil. Yet there was absolutely no homophobia whatsoever in the bishop's criticism. They were simply pointing out that marriage is the union of a man and a woman primarily intended for the purpose of rearing children in a safe and healthy environment." And Sir Brian Souter, founder of the Stagecoach transport group, has spoken out for traditional marriage, calling it a building block of society. Sir Brian, however, warned that it is becoming increasingly difficult for those who support the traditional family to speak out. He said, "It is definitively the case that people who hold the view that the traditional marriage-based family is the building block of society, including humanists and agnostics as well as people of faith, are feeling somewhat marginalised." And Widdecombe has also joined the debate, calling marriage a unique institution. She added, "A long-term commitment between a man and a woman, and recognised in law, is what we rely on for the production and nurture of children. No other arrangement, either homosexual or heterosexual, should be considered equivalent." In other news, the BBC's Songs of Praise may explore other faiths in the future, according to a Sikh executive at the corporation. Tommy Nagra, who is executive producer of Religion and Ethics at the BBC, said, "I think there's no reason why we couldn't explore other faiths." Mr Nagra acknowledged that Songs of Praise is a Christian show and added that items featuring other faiths would always be done through the Christian prism. He made the suggestion in an interview to mark Songs of Praise's 50th anniversary. However, a BBC spokesman said there were absolutely no plans to change the format. "Christianity is the cornerstone of our religion and ethics programming. Songs of Praise is and will remain our flagship Christian worship strand." The British Pregnancy Advisory Service has come in for criticism for trivialising abortion after announcing plans to send text message reminders to women booked in for a termination. The Advisory Service, which carries out almost one-third of NHS-funded abortions, likened the service to reminders sent out by dentists before a checkup. But critics slammed the move, saying it gave a disturbing insight into the casual attitudes to abortion. Dr Peter Saunders, Chief Executive of the Christian Medical Fellowship, is concerned about the pressure texts could put on women agonising over abortion. He said, "Young people living chaotic lifestyles need personal help and support, not a text message." The Home Office says it is considering issuing genderless passports for the sake of transsexual equality. Under the present system, everyone needs to identify themselves as either male or female. But Equalities Minister Lynne Featherstone said the government needs to tear down barriers and help build a fairer society for transgender people. A Home Office spokesman said, "We are exploring the security implications of gender not being displayed in the passport." Last week, new passport rules were introduced in Australia, which allow residents to identify their gender as male, female or indeterminate. Australians who choose to say they are of indeterminate sex will see their passports list X as their sex. References to Christmas have been removed from a Thomas the Tank Engine DVD and been replaced by Winter Holidays. Christmas trees have also been replaced on Little Engine's Big Days Out by trees with decorations. The narration tells viewers, "You'll always see a tree with decorations during the winter holidays." John MIDGLEY of the Campaign Against Political Correctness said, "This is another example of the attempt to write Christmas out of something which is so popular with families." But a spokeswoman for Hit Entertainment who owned Thomas the Tank Engine said, "The DVD is not a seasonal release and thus its content spanned more than just Christmas. When we do have seasonal specific releases, our focus is very much on the particular event being celebrated." Well, that's all for this week. For more information and regular updates on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.